This is the story of a boy who falls asleep after a night of gaming, but when he wakes up, his world has changed into something terrifying. When the film begins, we meet a young man named Junwoo, who lives with his parents and sister. One morning, he wakes up to find his family gone. He notices a note from his mother saying they had left in a hurry, there's no food or groceries in the house, and that they would return soon. Junwoo spends most of his time playing live video games with his friends. While he's immersed in a game, his friends urge him to check the TV, something unusual is happening. He turns it on and sees a news report, a virus has spread across Seoul, South Korea. Infected people are attacking and biting others. The outbreak has spiraled out of government control, and those disinfected have no way to escape. Suddenly, he hears screams from outside. Looking down from his apartment balcony, he sees people brutally attacking each other. A schoolgirl runs to her mother for comfort, but the virus overtakes her body, and she bites her mother. Horrified, Junwoo realizes this is the zombie virus, transforming infected humans into zombies. Back in his apartment, a neighbor tries to force his way in. Junwoo tells him to leave, but the neighbor pleads to stay. Eventually, Junwoo allows him to use the bathroom. Meanwhile, a news report confirms that infected people exhibit cannibalistic behavior, their skin turns pale, and their eyes glow red. Before long, the virus takes hold of the neighbor, turning him into a zombie, and he attacks Junwoo. Junwoo manages to push the zombie out and barricades the door with a fridge. He tries to contact his family but can't reach them. Meanwhile, he hears on the TV that people are being advised to stay indoors and stock up on supplies for at least 60 days. He writes "alive" on a sticky note and pastes it on a photo of his parents for motivation. Desperate, Junwoo regrets not buying enough groceries. He goes to sleep, and upon waking, posts a public plea on social media asking for help. No one comes, the area is completely overrun by zombies. Using a drone, he manages to get a weak signal, but his phone battery dies before he can call for help. Frustrated, he tries to play video games again, but the internet fails. He sleeps and wakes to find the virus has spread across the entire neighborhood. Everyone has become a zombie, yet they still follow their daily routines. Junwoo witnesses a female police officer fighting zombies to save her life. He attempts to distract them to help her, but it's futile. The zombies kill her. Suddenly, his apartment door starts banging as a zombie nearly breaks in. With no other option, Junwoo climbs onto the balcony to escape. The zombie chases him, but he dodges, causing it to fall from the building. He is safe, for now. Sealing his apartment, Junwoo films a video asking for help, determined to survive in this new, terrifying world. The next day, he seals his sliding glass doors with tape and goes back to watch TV. He is too hungry, so he eats the last of his leftover food. Suddenly, Junwoo remembers that he might be able to call for help using a radio. He looks for a wired headset to connect to a radio frequency, but there isn't anything like that in his house. Time keeps passing, and with each day, supplies run out, food, internet, and even the network. Everything is collapsing around Junwoo. To fight his hunger, he compromises by drinking water and listening to music to calm himself down. At first, it makes him feel better, but soon he starts hallucinating that his family has come home and life is back to normal. The reality, however, is very different, which made him even more sad. Suddenly, his mobile network comes back, and he receives a voice note from his family. But this message is devastating. It reveals that they, too, have turned into zombies. Shocked and enraged, he begins smashing everything in his apartment. In a fit of anger, he wrecks his home and finally storms out of his flat. After fighting and seeing those terrifying zombies closing in on him, he panics, runs back, and retreats to his flat. From his window, he watches the city descending into complete chaos. Suddenly, the power cuts out, plunging everything into total darkness. In that moment, only one thought echoes in his mind: stay alive. But as he looks at the swarming zombies below, he swears he will never become one of them. Driven by despair, he decides to end his life rather than turn into a monster. He prepares to hang himself, but just as he's about to do it, a beam of red laser light flashes from the building across the street. A figure signals him through the light, urging him not to be foolish, not to give up, and not to kill himself. As he looks up, his eyes widen. Another survivor stands in the building across the way. It's a girl named Kim Yoo-bin. The sight of her floods him with hope, a surge of happiness and excitement he hasn't felt in days. With no way to speak, they exchange messages through silent hand signals. Yoo-bin gestures to meet at 7 o'clock, and he nods eagerly, clinging to this small spark of human connection, but the next morning, Junwoo oversleeps. Panic hits him as he bolts out to the balcony, desperate to see her. Yubin arrives, and with a guilty smile, he hurriedly apologizes for being late. Meanwhile, danger lurks at her door. Yubin had set a trap, and a snarling zombie is caught in it. Without hesitation, she seizes the moment, striking it down. Though gentle at heart, she never wanted to hurt anyone. Yet survival leaves no choice. If she hadn't acted, the monster would have killed her. It starts to rain, and they both collect water. Yubin notices that Junwoo has been hungry for many days. To help him, she ties a ball to a rope and tries to throw it into his apartment, but the ball falls to the ground. Junwoo then sends his drone to her, and together they secure a rope between their apartments. Through it, the food is finally delivered to him. She even tells him to eat slowly. Suddenly, Junwoo notices a zombie has spotted the ball. That zombie was once a firefighter, and even in his undead state, his instincts remain. He knows how to climb using the rope. Grabbing it, he pulls on the ball, unaware that it's tied to Yubin's table. The table shifts, slams into Yubin, and she faints. Desperate to save her, Junwoo hurls bottles at the zombie, but they fall short. He then uses his drone to distract it, but the zombie snatches the drone out of the air. At that moment, Yubin regains consciousness, grabs a weapon, and slices off the zombie's hand. The creature loses its grip, plummets down, and dies. Junwoo realizes that the food he has is running out, and he can't survive on it for long. Determined to find more, he decides to search the nearby apartments. He enters one of them after taking a key from a zombie, which he assumes was the owner of the flat. Inside, he discovers food supplies, walkie-talkies, earphones, and mountain climbing equipment. From this, he concludes that the resident must have been very adventurous. As he searches the apartment for anything that could help him survive, Junwoo cautiously enters the bedroom, and freezes. A dead woman lies on the bed, silent and still. His heart races as he senses movement behind him. The infected owner of the apartment lunges at him. Instinct kicks in. With a desperate struggle, Junwoo narrowly escapes, sprinting back to his own apartment, every step pounding with fear and adrenaline. He desperately tries to send a message over the radio, but it's dead, silent. Frustration grips him, until he remembers the walkie-talkie. Carefully, he sends one to Yubin through the rope connecting their apartments. Over the following days, the two of them cling to this fragile connection. They talk endlessly, share meals while cooking in their separate spaces, and find a fleeting comfort in the simple sound of each other's voice. In a world overrun by chaos, these small moments become their lifeline, a fragile thread of humanity in the storm where Yubin tells Junwoo that she is scared of heights. One day, a lot of zombies approached the apartment. Their movement felt like it was raining. In reality, this was the sound of running zombies. In the hustle, some things fall from Yubin's hands. By hearing this, all zombies start coming directly to her apartment. At the same time, Junwoo asks about the unit and calls through the landline number of his house to the house beside her. Because of this, all zombies go to the other apartment, which shows they had strong hearing ability. They both talk and realize that if they stay here like this, they'll die one day. They decide to either escape this place or find food to survive. Yubin tells Junwoo that she hasn't seen any zombies on the 8th floor of his building, so they plan to go there. Yubin ties herself to a rope connected to the gate of her home, then jumps down and starts fighting zombies to break free. Suddenly, one of them leaps on her and tries to bite, but Junwoo rushes in, attacking the zombie and saving her. A fierce battle breaks out, and after a desperate struggle, they finally manage to enter the elevator and save their lives. They reach the 8th floor, but the zombies won't leave them alone and chase them there too. Just then, an unknown man appears and saves them. He offers them help and asks how they've managed to survive this long. The man gives them water. Yubin, suspicious from the start, refuses to drink, but after the man drinks it himself to prove it's safe, they finally believe him and drink as well. Then he offers them food, and since they hadn't eaten in so long, they begin eating quickly, trusting him. The man tells them that a rescue team is on the way, and he knows this because he occasionally hears the news. Both Junwoo and Yubin feel relieved and happy. But soon, it's revealed that the man is not who he seems. He has been deceiving them all along. He had laced their food with drugs to make them unconscious, and once they collapsed, he tied them up. His true intention is horrifying. He plans to feed Yubin to his zombie wife. He drags her into the room where his wife is restrained with a rope he holds in his hands. He tells Yubin that his wife has been starving for too long and needs to eat. Meanwhile, Junwoo regains consciousness and points a gun at him, but the men ignores the threat. Junwoo pleads with him to let them live, but the man refuses and releases the rope, setting his wife free to attack Yubin. At the last moment, Junwoo rushes forward and grabs the rope. Enraged, the man snatches up a knife and moves to check whether his wife has eaten Yubin or not. Here, Yubin acts quickly by covering the woman's face with a cloth and pushing her toward her husband. The zombie woman bites him, and in the chaos, Yubin is forced to kill them both, though unwillingly. Hearing the gunfire, the surrounding zombies begin moving toward the apartment. In desperation, Yubin tells Junwoo to shoot her. Junwoo tries, but he can't react in time before the distant roar of helicopter blades echoes through the air. After battling zombies for a long time, they finally reach the roof of the building, but to their dismay, there's no helicopter in sight, which made them desperate. With the last of their bullets, they shoot at the approaching zombies, praying for their survival. Finally, helicopters arrive. The rescuers open fire on the zombies, clearing the way and saving both of them. Both of them get into the chopper and leave the area. After they take off, the network signal is restored, and they are overjoyed to see messages from their friends. The two survivors upload their photos online and share their location. Finally, Junwoo's words, "Stay alive," transform into simply "alive," and with that, the movie comes to an end.